we love you.
Okay. Welcome back to our second hour here on World Crisis Radio. We're now living in a transformed political universe. We now have the opening of the second front against Obama, the left opposition, the anti-war, anti-Wall Street opposition, gathering some strength this week as Cindy Sheehan goes to Martha's Vineyard to protest the warmonger Obama. Butcher Barkey taking it on the chin from Cindy Sheehan, much as Butcher Bush had done back in Crawford, Texas. Now, also, let's remember how this all came about. This took a lot of work, right? Some people have been working on this for a long time. It's happening faster than it did with Carter. If you go back to this summer, really, the opening phase of this was a period of hysteria about the Obama birth certificate issue, which became the complete obsession of MSNBC, Chris Matthews, and these characters around the 10th, the 15th of July, something like this. This was the Obama birth certificate, and of course the non-qualification to be the president of the United States, which therefore he's not. He's the tenant of the White House. This was then followed at the end of July, beginning of August, by the town meetings with all kinds of people, not all right-wingers. A lot of them were old people who wanted to defend the New Deal program, the Great Society program called Social Security and Medicare, above all. They want their Medicare kept safe from Obama's Wall Street hands. Obama has Wall Street hands, believe me. That's who runs his hands and his mouth. And then during the course of the first half of August, up to then the middle of August, we had the increased ferment in the peace movement, culminating then in this double whammy of the 16th, 17th of August, right? The betrayal on the health care front, obviously inspired by Wall Street, and this raving reactionary warmonger speech by Obama in Phoenix invoking 9/11 and threatening the American people with 9/11. Notice also that Obama had threatened seniors in one of his town halls on the 15th, saying, you think you can keep Medicare? You can't, because the status quo will destroy Medicare. You've got to give in to my cuts, or Medicare will be over with. So we're hoping to be joined now by Phil Berg, the founder of this cause. We've had, I think in the last 48 hours, I've heard Rachel Maddow, the infamous Mad Cow, over at MSNBC, calling Orly Tates, the founder of the questioning of Obama's qualifications to serve. Nothing could be farther from the truth. It was not some right-wing batty character who came up with this. This was none other than our friend Phil Berg, former Assistant Attorney General of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Democratic Party official, Democratic State Committee man, chairman of the Democratic Party in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, and Democratic Party candidate for governor and senator, as well as a leading exponent of 9/11 truth internationally, spoke at the Thierry Maison Axis for Peace Conference in Brussels in November of 2005, and many other such events. So I'm wondering if we've been joined by Phil.
Yes, you have.
Wonderful. Thank you, Phil. We're always anxious to get an update. Now, Phil is coming to us fresh from his appearance on the ABC Nightline Twitter cast, so please do take it away.
Well, my pleasure. First off, the reason they're trying to state that Orly is the head is because when they have her on the air, she's just so bad. And you know, I don't like to knock another attorney, but she's just, I think if you look at her record, I think she might be working for Obama. I mean, she hasn't done anything constructive, and when she was just on recently MSNBC, she made a fool of herself, and I think that's why they're using her. Now, everyone can get this. There's a free newspaper that's put out in Philadelphia. It's called Philadelphia Weekly, And the edition was actually called the August 20th edition, but it came out today. I'm the cover story. I'm the cover of it, and they call me the Alpha Birther. So maybe that's what.
Congratulations, Phil. So that's Philadelphia Weekly?
Philadelphia Weekly. You can get it online, and they have three. I'm on the front cover, and then it's on the attraction page, on like page 2 or 4, and then it's 3 full pages. And I haven't read it yet, but it's there, the story, and I ask people, go look at it and spread it to everyone around this country. Well, Orly's not the head of this. Not that I need. If she was doing a great job, I'd say I could care less, but she's not doing a great job. She's really debunking this whole thing, and they're making a fool out of her, and that's, I think, is wrong. So where we are now, not much new. Well, that's major. I mean, Philadelphia is like the 5th or 6th largest city in the country. So to hit Philadelphia Weekly front page, I think that's a good move. The birther movement, they keep calling us birthers. People say they don't like it. I don't care what you call me. I'm the head of this thing, and I'm doing this for the 305 million people in the country who deserve to know the truth. And we have to find out. And if Barack Obama is legit, and stop playing games, stop spending money over $1 million to divulge what you're hiding. And I believe that you don't. I believe that you do not spend this kind of money if you're not hiding anything.
Certainly not. Phil, maybe I think it's very useful for people to think, what does an authentic Hawaiian birth certificate of 1961 actually look like? I mean, why can we be sure that this thing that he posts online is not the real thing?
Well, it's definitely not the real thing, because a long vault birth certificate, and any of your listeners there who have children, grandchildren, relatives, it would be the difference of the document they put forth, that the document with the document that is a long form versus that. The long form would have the weight of the baby, the length of the baby, the hospital name, the doctor's name, the doctor's signature, and things like that. So for these guys to keep throwing around this stuff, I mean, the Huffington Post had an article 2 weeks ago, and it said the only thing worse than birthers, which is what they call people like me, are the non-birthers. And that's because some of them are making fools of themselves. Chris Matthews waving the document around saying, this is a birth certificate. Hey, stop fooling around. Stop joking around. That's not a birth certificate. If you want to call it go get a birth certificate. That's not a birth certificate,
I would also stress, though, the idea that if it's from 1961, the first thing you're going to see about it is it's typewritten. It's not a computer printout, because there are no computers, or at least not at that level. So it's going to have typing in type, right? The whole typewriter, and it's going to have pen and ink signatures, and it's going to have this whole array of data that you say. It gets up to 40 or 50 discrete little facts or factoids on the page, and this is not what he shows. What he shows is a modern printout, which comes out of a computer.
Right, and a woman, we haven't verified it, but a woman came out and she showed the long-form birth certificate of her twins, which were born the day after Obama. But her twins were born in the Capellini Hospital for real. We don't believe how Obama was born there. But even though her twins were born supposedly definitely born the day after Obama said he was born in that hospital, it doesn't make sense, because the numbers on her birth certificate are lower than the number on the Obama's fake birth certificate.
So the serial numbers of what Obama puts forward are out of whack.
Right. So that's another. But for your listeners, first off, I need everyone to keep spreading the word on this. We have to spread the word. We have to get the word out. Go to ObamaCrimes.com. Send it to everyone on your page. I really appreciate being on Webster's show, because he's a big supporter of finding the truth. But send it to everyone you know, and get the word out there. And also, Webster, many of these town hall meetings which are going on right now, many of them, people are there. They've been reporting to me that they have signs stating, where's the birth certificate, Obama, where's your birth certificate, things like that. But the media is not reporting it. Wonder why. But they're not reporting it. But we're out there. We have to get bigger and bigger and bigger, demand more here. This Obama is a total fraud. He's a phony. He belongs in jail.
Okay, Phil. So we're looking forward to seeing you in Philadelphia in October, but we're hoping for something here in Washington, D.C. in the next month or so, right?
You got it.
Okay. Thank you, Phil. See you next week.
Pleasure.
Get some rest. Take a few days off. We'll be back in just a minute.